I wanted to watch this video because there's a little argument at the end. They're arguing about immigration here. Here's Harry Sisson and Michael Knowles. I don't know who this guy is, but there's an interview that happens at the end of this, which I love this. Harry Sisson is going to get asked an interesting question. Let's see what his answer is.
So I come from the great land of the chieftain, Elizabeth Warren, and I would like to know, A, first of all, please describe to me the agreements that the Puritans had with the natives that were there that was not stolen, and B, probably even more important, and this goes right to you, Harry, what I want to know is Maura Healey is our governor, and she has asked citizens of Massachusetts to take illegal immigrants into their homes and house them because they don't have enough housing for all of them. So I just want to know, answer my question first, not all land is stolen land. And second, Harry, are you willing to house the illegal immigrants that you want to have in this country?
What's the question for Harry?
The question is, are you willing to do what Maura Healey asked the citizens of Massachusetts to do and house illegal immigrants in your own home? Because she asked us to do that. I wasn't willing to do that, but I was wondering with you and your great heart.
And that's exactly the point I'm about to make. So you're making the point I was about to make, which is it's voluntary. She's asking citizens to step up if they want. Nobody's forcing you. And by the way, we already have programs. Be quiet. You right there. Be quiet.
The question is, will you?
I know. I'm getting to it. I'm getting. Just be quiet. I'm getting to it. If you listen, it's voluntary, correct?
It is.
Okay, great. No problem. So the government's not infringing on you. The government's not infringing on you whatsoever. It's voluntary.
Is he going to answer the question?
And unfortunately, I will not be taking anybody in because I have a one-bedroom in New York City. It's very expensive. So.
I will not be taking anybody in because I have a one-bedroom in New York City and it's expensive. But wait, there's more. Listen to Michael Knowles.
Hold on, you have a one-bedroom?
Yeah.
You don't have a studio?
No, I do not.
A lot of New Yorkers have studios.
Well, it depends on where you live.
It depends on where you live.
Yeah.
But if you where do you live? Well, you don't need to say. I don't want you to get Dutch.
I could say
but you have a one-bedroom.
Yes, I do.
A lot of people have studios in New York, so you have an extra room.
Called him out, bro. So wait. You have an extra room. You have an entire living room. You can invite a small family into there. You know, what are you talking about? What are you talking about, bro? No. Go ahead, invite him in.
No, I'm sorry. Unfortunately, I don't have any space. Unfortunately, for now, I don't have any space. But if you have space in your home and you want to play into a program that we've already had for a very long time, you can do so. But nobody's forcing you to take anybody in your home.
Wow. Yeah. Here, I live in a one-bedroom in New York, and I don't have any space. That's a mansion.
Well,
in New York.
You're from New York. You know New York. There's no space in New York. My one bedroom's a shoebox.
There'd be a lot more space if you deported the 2 million illegals there. I mean, there's no space in New York. There's no space. If you deported the 2 million illegals there, there'd be a lot more space. Why doesn't he make a better argument? Because he has none. Because these people, look, chat, I told you guys this the other day. There was this independent journalist, and if I find the video again, I will show you. This independent journalist is going around, and it was genius. And she's going around, or he's going around with a clipboard saying, do you support illegal immigrants staying here? And all these people are like, yeah, of course, blah, blah, blah. Oh, that's great. I'm so glad to know. He pulls out his clipboard, and he's like, well, just sign here, and you can take a family and house them in your home. And then and he was asking these questions, do you think people should do this? And they were like, yeah, I think that's a great idea. Okay, good. He pulls out the clipboard, and then he has a family on standby. So this Hispanic family comes around the corner looking all sad. They have bags. And he's like, well, here's a family for you right now. You sign right here. You can take them to your home. You can house them right now. And not a single one of these people, he went through a list of like 100 different people. None of them were like, oh, yeah, we'll take them. They all had an excuse like, oh, it's a bad time. Oh, I'm according to my lease, I can't do that. Oh, I don't have the space. Oh, whatever it is. Not a single one of them were like, yeah, I'll do it.
Is it technically stolen land?
Can you speak up a little bit?
Yeah, is it technically stolen land if you can't protect it?
If you can't.
Yeah, great. Okay, and this actually ties in with the previous question.
Yeah.
So, I totally reject the point you made even at the top of this, that we're all immigrants and all the land is stolen and it's all sin. And I don't really agree with any of that. Some of our ancestors are immigrants. Some of them were settlers. There's a distinction between those two things.
Not only that, but you also got to think about this. The whole argument that we're on stolen land is the stupidest argument ever. You want to know why, chat? Because humans have been conquering each other since humans could conquer. There were tribes in America that conquered each other. So by your definition of stolen land, we don't even know who the original owners of the land was because we've been conquering each other as humans since we can remember, before recorded history.
The land was acquired in America through a variety of ways. So we acquired that land through treaties, through some wars, treaties that followed wars. But wars,
So,
you know,
some war part is doing a lot of heavy lifting.
Well,
Anyway.
I don't know if you guys are history buffs. The Indians also acquired their territory through the war.
That was part of my original.
But I don't think
most places were founded through some amounts of sin.
But I don't think that's sin necessarily. Wars can be justified. Any way you slice international law, including the law of conquest, which is recognized all the way up to 1907 in the Hague Convention, it's recognized through the doctrine of discovery, it's recognized through
They want to ignore laws, though, man. These are the same people that ignore whatever law doesn't suit their narrative, right? So, yeah, of course, the law of conquest is something they just want to throw out until it's in their benefit, right?
I'm not of the view. I'm not going to go around saying that America's stolen land.
So you don't think it's stolen land?
I'm not going to go around saying that, no.
I'm not asking what
Okay,
you're going to say.
no,
You
sure,
don't think it's stolen land. Do you
sure.
think America's stolen land?
I don't know.
What a cop-out answer, bro. You know why he gives that answer? Because he knows his own party, his own side, will absolutely destroy him and make his life harder if he doesn't give the answer they want. He knows the right answer. They know the right answer, chap. But they also know that their party is crazy. These people will literally just they will stalk you and dox you and harass you.
And we shouldn't be demonizing a bunch of people just because they don't look like me who came to America just to have
They have what? Bro, I'm so tired of this narrative. Oh, we shouldn't be demonizing people because they don't look like me. No one's demonizing them because they don't look like you, brother. This isn't a race issue, my guy. Okay, why is it always a race issue here in America? But every other country has border laws. They deport people who are there illegally. Why is it a race issue here when every other country does it? They're making it a race issue. The left is making it a race issue. It's not a race. They deported Swedish people, Russians. They've deported white people. Okay? It doesn't matter what color skin you are. It's not about that. It's about the rule of law.
Is there a distinction between legal and illegal immigration?
Is there a distinction?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I think then you just made a disingenuous point because you tried to conflate illegal immigration, which is what people take issue with immigration more broadly.
No. I think the point.
Yeah, like legal immigration, bro. I'm down. Like if you're coming here legally and you want to become a real American, you love this country like I love this country, bro, come on in. Do it legally. You know, the process is going to take a while, but I promise you, at the end of it, a lot of these legal immigrants, they're more American than a lot of Americans. They love this country more than the Americans that are born here. But that's the thing. A lot of these illegal immigrants, they're not coming here to be American. They're coming here to leech, man. They're coming here. Oh, wait, what? What was that? Biden's giving away free money? All right, let's come over. All right? Like, oh, what? Sanctuary cities with policies that pay my rent and feed me. I don't have to work? Okay, yeah, I'll be right over.
Hey, quick question. So throughout this entire time,
I love this guy. Sorry, go ahead.
Who's up there? Oh, no.
Yeah, no, I love it. Go ahead.
so throughout this entire conversation of immigration, I keep hearing from Chris and I believe Harry as well that we need to deport only violent criminal illegals.
Yeah.
It is insane that on a public platform you would be willing to put your fellow countrymen aside for foreigners who do not have any right to be here. And this is the reason. This is the reason I say that. This is my reasoning. My reasoning is I'm sick and tired of seeing articles of like Trinidad rapes a woman in this state, MS-13 rapes a man in this state, or woman, or whatever it be. They're freaking crazy. My issue is all of these people, you can't say violent criminal aliens because we didn't know they were violent before we looked into them.
It's almost like if you had a vetting process, then you could vet out the bad ones. This whole idea of, no, just deport the violent ones. A lot of them, we don't know they're violent until they do something on U.S. soil. So what you're saying is you're willing to sacrifice your own citizens' safety before deporting them. You know, when there's hypocrisy on either side, I'm going to call it out. But in this case, this is common sense.